Have you ever felt like you were constantly at war with your body when it comes to food? It's a common struggle that many people face daily. The endless cycle of dieting, counting calories, and feeling guilty about what we eat can be exhausting and disheartening. Many of us have been taught to ignore our internal cues and rely on external rules to dictate our eating habits. We follow strict diets, track every bite, and often feel confused about what we should or shouldn't eat. This disconnection from our body's natural signals can lead to a complicated relationship with food. Intuitive eating is about tuning back into your body's wisdom and rediscovering the joy of eating. It's a practice that encourages you to listen to your hunger and fullness cues, and to eat in a way that feels satisfying and nourishing. Imagine enjoying a meal without second-guessing every bite or feeling guilty afterward. It's about honoring your hunger, respecting your fullness, and making peace with food. This means eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full, without judgment or guilt. It also means allowing yourself to enjoy the foods you love, without labeling them as good or bad. Imagine feeling at ease with food, no more guilt or shame. Picture yourself eating a meal and feeling completely satisfied, both physically and emotionally. This is the essence of intuitive eating, a harmonious relationship with food that brings joy and contentment. Intuitive eating is a journey of self-discovery, where you learn to trust your body's signals and nourish yourself with joy and satisfaction. It's about understanding your unique needs and preferences, and making food choices that honor your health and well-being. It's about letting go of rigid rules and embracing a more flexible and compassionate approach to eating. This means breaking free from the diet mentality and allowing yourself to eat freely, without fear or restriction. It's about being kind to yourself and recognizing that your worth is not determined by what you eat. This way of eating is not a diet. It's a way of life that emphasizes well-being without restriction. It's about enjoying food in a way that feels good to you, and that supports your overall health and happiness. It's about finding balance and pleasure in your eating experiences. Intuitive eating recognizes that we are all born with an innate ability to regulate our food intake. Think about babies. They eat when they're hungry and stop when they're full, without any external guidance. This natural ability is something we all possess, but many of us lose touch with it over time. Think about babies. They instinctively know when they're hungry and when they've had enough. They don't need to be told how much to eat or what to eat, they simply listen to their bodies. This is the essence of intuitive eating, trusting your body's signals and eating in a way that feels right for you. Somewhere along the way, many of us lose touch with these internal cues. We start to rely on external rules and guidelines, and we forget how to listen to our own bodies. This disconnection can lead to a lot of confusion and frustration around food. Intuitive eating helps us reconnect with our body's natural wisdom. It's about learning to trust yourself again, and to eat in a way that feels nourishing and satisfying. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-compassion, where you learn to honor your body's needs and to find joy in your eating experiences. Diet culture is like that noisy neighbor who keeps telling you to change everything about yourself. It bombards us with messages that thinner is better and promotes restrictive eating patterns that can be harmful to both our physical and mental health. Intuitive eating, on the other hand, encourages us to reject these external pressures and embrace our natural body size and shape. One of the key differences between intuitive eating and dieting is the focus on internal cues versus external rules. Diets often rely on calorie counting, portion control, and restriction of certain food groups. This can lead to a disordered relationship with food, where we become fearful of certain foods and feel guilty for indulging. Intuitive eating encourages us to break free from this cycle of restriction and guilt. It's not about earning your food or punishing yourself for what you ate yesterday. It's about nourishing your body with kindness and respect. When we let go of dieting mentality, we can start to appreciate food for what it is, a source of nourishment, pleasure, and connection. Imagine feeling at peace with food, no longer controlled by cravings or guilt. Picture yourself enjoying meals without the constant worry of counting calories or feeling the need to restrict certain foods. This sense of freedom can transform your relationship with food, making eating a pleasurable and nourishing experience. That's the power of intuitive eating. It's a practice that encourages you to trust your body's signals and honor your hunger and fullness cues. By doing so, you can break free from the cycle of dieting and start to enjoy food in a more relaxed and mindful way. It's about tuning into your body's wisdom and learning to eat in a way that feels good both physically and emotionally. This means paying attention to how different foods make you feel and choosing those that provide satisfaction and nourishment. Over time, you'll find that you can trust your body to guide you towards healthier choices naturally. When you start listening to your body's signals, you regain control over your eating habits and develop a healthier relationship with food. This newfound control can lead to more consistent energy levels, better digestion, and an overall sense of well-being. You'll no longer feel the need to follow external rules about what or when to eat, but instead, you'll be guided by your own internal cues. One of the most significant benefits of intuitive eating is improved physical health. By listening to your body and eating in response to its needs, you can support your body's natural rhythms and functions. This can lead to more stable blood sugar levels, improved cholesterol profiles, and a healthier body weight. Studies have shown that it can lead to better blood sugar control, lower cholesterol levels, and a reduced risk of chronic diseases such as diabetes and heart disease. By focusing on how foods make you feel rather than their calorie content, you can make choices that support your long-term health and a healthier body weight. When you allow yourself to eat in response to hunger and fullness cues, your body can find its natural, healthy weight without the stress and pressure of dieting. This can lead to a more sustainable and enjoyable approach to maintaining a healthy weight. When you ditch the restrictive diets and embrace a more balanced approach to eating, your body can naturally find its happy weight. This balanced approach means enjoying a variety of foods without guilt or shame, and recognizing that all foods can fit into a healthy diet. By focusing on balance and moderation, you can create a more positive and sustainable relationship with food. But the benefits go beyond the physical. Intuitive eating can also have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. By letting go of the diet mentality, you can reduce the stress and anxiety that often accompany restrictive eating patterns. Intuitive eating can also improve your mental health by reducing stress and anxiety around food. When you're not constantly worrying about what you can or can't eat, you free up mental space for other things that bring you joy. This can lead to a more relaxed and enjoyable approach to eating and living. When you're not constantly worrying about what you can or can't eat, you free up mental space for other things that bring you joy. This newfound mental clarity can allow you to focus on hobbies, relationships, and activities that enrich your life. You'll find that you have more energy and enthusiasm for the things you love. This can lead to a more positive body image, increased self-esteem, and a greater sense of well-being. By accepting and appreciating your body as it is, you can cultivate a more compassionate and loving relationship with yourself, and a greater sense of well-being. Embracing intuitive eating can help you reconnect with your body's natural signals, leading to a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship with food and yourself. It's a journey towards greater self-awareness, self-acceptance, and overall happiness. Intuitive eating is about making choices that feel good for your body. It's a practice that encourages you to trust your internal hunger and fullness cues, rather than external diet rules or restrictions. This approach fosters a healthier relationship with food, where you eat when you're hungry and stop when you're satisfied. Imagine this: you're at a party, surrounded by delicious food. The aroma of freshly baked bread, the sight of colorful salads, and the sound of laughter fill the air. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or guilty about what you should or shouldn't eat, you focus on what your body is telling you. Instead of stressing about calories, you check in with your body. You take a moment to pause, breathe, and ask yourself how hungry you are. This mindful approach helps you make choices that are satisfying and nourishing. Are you truly hungry, or just eating out of habit? Maybe you're tempted by the sight of a decadent dessert, but you realize you're not actually hungry. By tuning into your body's signals, you can decide whether to indulge or wait until you're genuinely hungry. You take a small portion of the dishes that genuinely appeal to you and savor each bite. This means eating slowly, appreciating the flavors and textures, and truly enjoying your food. It's about quality over quantity. You listen to your fullness cues and stop eating when you're satisfied, not overly stuffed. This helps prevent the discomfort that comes from overeating, and allows you to feel more energized and content. Another scenario: you're craving chocolate cake after dinner. The rich velvety texture and sweet taste are calling your name. Instead of forbidding yourself, you acknowledge the craving and explore why you might be wanting it. Is it a genuine desire for something sweet, or are you seeking comfort after a stressful day? Are you actually hungry, or are you feeling stressed or emotional? Understanding the root of your craving can help you make a more informed choice. If it's true hunger, you honor it and enjoy a slice of cake mindfully. You savor each bite, allowing yourself to fully experience the pleasure of eating without guilt. If it's an emotional craving, you explore healthier ways to cope with your feelings. This might include going for a walk, practicing yoga, or talking to a friend. The beauty of intuitive eating is that it's not about perfection. It's about progress and learning to trust yourself. There will be days when you overeat or make choices that don't perfectly align with your hunger cues. And that's okay. These moments are opportunities to learn and grow. It's all part of the journey. Each step you take brings you closer to a more balanced and intuitive relationship with food. The key is to approach these situations with self-compassion and learn from them. Reflect on what happened, understand why, and move forward with kindness towards yourself. Each meal is a new opportunity to reconnect with your body and make choices that support your overall well-being. Embrace the journey of intuitive eating and discover the joy of eating in a way that truly nourishes you.